Good evening, everyone.
Oh,
How are you this lovely evening?
lovely, aren't you?
I'll not ask next time then. Yeah, Tracy's still not well enough to bake with me. She's had another mishap. She's gone over on that ankle that she broke and it's swelled up.
Oh dear.
So she said she was on about going to, I don't know, out of hours, whatever, walking thingamajig. But she did send me photographs and it's like, God, it's massive. I reckon she's broke it again, if you ask me. By the looks of things. And she says she just went over on it. You know, when she trapped fingers, she says she went over on it. Hi, Bria. How are you? Hi, Kyle. How are you? Very chocolatey tonight. Now, the second one, the popcorn, caramel popcorn bars, are ideal if you've got young children. And yeah, exactly, Bria. As like a snack in the lunchbox. Now, next week, I'm going to be doing the same thing or similar thing, but with cornflakes. Yeah, you know them pictures that I sent. Yeah, head to toe. But yeah. So I've even planned on what I'm doing next week. It's a M&M's cookie pie, and same as I say, similar to these popcorn bars, but they're just cornflakes. So, ooh, yeah, you can do. Is it your mum or your dad's birthday today? You got a website for bandages, but yeah, so it's sort of just like waiting and seeing, really. You know what I mean? So, but she's not in no fit state to stand or do anything at the moment. So yeah, um, yeah. You've heard of Band-Aid now. We've got Tracy Aid. Yeah, same as they say, she needs wrapping in bubble wrap. So right, I'm gonna start by this is 215 grams of plain flour, and to this you add half a teaspoon of bicarb of soda. Thought, I'll do this first and then I'll not forget. Half a teaspoon of baking powder.
My dad is a hippie. Is a hippie square because he is always.
And also to this, you want 15 grams of corn flour. So I thought, well, get that out of the way and just going to mix this together. Baby, I need you to melt me some butter, please. Do you know you can't get this stuff nowadays? So now with this, the cookies that I'm making, once you've made the cookie dough, they have to be in fridge for 2 hours. So I did make some earlier on. So it's like, here's one I made earlier. Right, the next thing is 140 grams of Well, it does say granulated sugar, but I always use caster sugar. So, it's right, I'm just looking. So yeah, so that is 110 grams of unsalted butter, melted. Which goes into your sugar. Everybody can be Kyle when they want to be. So we're just going to mix this together.
That's what Dad does.
So this is the melted butter and the sugar. Right, so to this, I'm going to add 1 large egg. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So the next thing is the flour and cornflour, obviously. Hiya, God, how are you? So yeah, we're going to mix that up into a dough. Ooh, went a bit too vigorous then. Now what I did earlier on, I put them in balls, but with this one I'm just going to leave it as is because it takes too much room with the fridge with 2 baking sheets because it only makes 9. Okie dokie then, Kaz. So yeah, it's a blue pizza moment where it's the one I've made earlier on. Hi, Jennifer. Because see, as you can see, it's a dough, but it's quite a sticky dough, if that makes sense. So now we're going to add, this is 6 Kinder chocolate mini bars. Put into the dough and mix that in. So yeah, so I made some earlier on, so you know, obviously because it says they've got to be in the fridge for a couple of hours. and it stops the cookies from spreading too much. Just mix that through so, you know, it's evenly distributed. Maybe when you can get me the Mother's Attic fridge now and put that in while you're going.
What?
Hi, Johnny.
Johnny.
So yeah, I've made the cookie dough, but it's got to be in the fridge for 2 hours, so I made some earlier on. Hi, Tracy.
Tracy, we've got a new website for you. It's called bubblewrap.com.
Bubblewrap.com. Yeah. Hey?
Those ones.
So yeah, these is the ones I made earlier on. Doing a live top gobbling teas making. If you're wondering, God, Jonathan Grant is Johnny. Tracy says she needs it.
Hey?
She said she needs it. Telling me, Tracy. Because I've already got a couple of baking trays already lined.
It is singular.
Just put them here. Here.
Pardon
I thought,
me.
well, rather than doing them individual, like leave it in bowl, so it don't take so much. God, it's me, Johnny 5. So yeah, so these are the ones that I made earlier on. You know, the old. Well, I'm not finishing them off till in the morning, am I? Then. So yeah, ooh, says I think I drove past your house last week. Ooh. So yeah, so these are the ones that I that have been in the fridge already. What there go? Yeah, it's got gold jag, by the way.
Don't worry, it's not from chocolate bars in it.
So yeah. Yeah, it's changed his name now, Tracy. It's I Am God, not God the Good One. Have you got a big bush hiding in your shed?
I do, God, lad.
Funny thing is, though, God, his sheds is in the back, so you want to see his sheds. It's a lot more pliable and easy to work with now they've been in the fridge, I must admit. So now you see this is, yeah, we go way back. Me, Johnny, Richard. A lot. It's not too bad a car, Johnny. It's you know, it's had its what can I say, ups and downs, but yeah, it's not too bad a car. Oops.
I won't.
I'm going to try and squeeze these onto one tin. You know when you take these in, baby?
Hmm?
You know when you take these in, will you get me my hob? And nearly right. I've just got to roll this last couple. Yeah, I need my hob and that water and whatever. It's my car. Tracy says I'll drive it one day. Now we've got a smaller one here, you see.
That's Callum's.
That's Callan's. Right.
Is that all of them on one tray?
Yeah.
Those two
Yeah,
separate
there's
ones?
only 9. And then when you come in,
even more tomorrow.
when you come back, will you
Are you ready?
No, not yet.
Come on.
Can't remember what I've done with my phone. It's here somewhere. Oh, it's here. So it says it needs going on 180 degrees centigrade or 160 degrees fan assisted, 350 degrees, 350 Fahrenheit. Hang on a minute. Or gas mark 4. And it says between 12 and 14 minutes. So if I do the 12 minutes, right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Hey.
Right. So while we waiting of them,
Just say, what did you want? How many?
2 tablespoons of water and 2 tablespoons of cream, please. Now this is the tin that I've lined for the popcorn bars. So for another thing before I start, it's all right, this is not on. This is 50 grams. Oh, hang on a minute. Dominica's all in a twist. Yeah, so into this, there's 50 grams of Rice Krispies. And, oh crap. To get it all in one tub and its lid weren't on very good. this is 70 grams of popcorn. Put in my water and cream. They dirty. Easy. So I'm just gonna oops. Oop. Oop. But I dropped some popcorn, but it went on my lap. So I'm just mixing these together. So it does say salted, part nest, salted or plain popcorn you can use. Now I've gone for the plain. Because, yeah, we don't do salt. So yeah, so that's that mixed together. So it says this is 50 grams of light brown sugar. Oops. Where's that gone now? Baby. Baby. And some sugar missing somewhere.
What? What you got missing?
There should be 100 grams of granulated sugar. Oh, I see it, look. Put it side on me. Yeah, but you see what the thing is? This is what I'm doing now, Tracy, is I'm making the caramel to coat the popcorn. So, I mean, you could get any popcorn, really. So that is 100 grams of granulated sugar. And 2 tablespoons of the old, what is it? Yeah, cancel pop. Water, in other words. So yeah, it says you've got to stir it until the sugar dissolves. Ooh, that's one of my bowls gone up low. But yeah, I mean, it all depends what popcorn you wanted to use, you know what I mean? But I thought that with it being like a caramel sauce, that'll give the sweetness. So if you're using toffee popcorn, you know, it's going to be really sweet. So I think it says once the sugar has dissolved, add the butter and cream. So this is 2 tablespoons of double cream. And 60 grams of butter. So basically, once this butter's dissolved, you've got to get it to reach boiling point, which it's already doing. See, with this induction knob, I can't turn it down lower than 60. So it says avoid stirring it. So yeah, just gonna. And you don't stir it with anything other than a plastic spatula or a wooden spoon, because using a metal spoon will make it crystallise. So I'm avoiding stirring it. Well, what have I done? Turned it off. So I'm wiping my oven, I've turned it off. Yeah, that's all that matters, Johnny. I'd say that's boiling, wouldn't you? So that's that done and dusted. I'll just put that down. Oh, crap. So, now we're going to that's it, Johnny. This is 100 grams of white mini marshmallows, so that's going in there now.
Already?
First lot, yeah. Oh, I've got to say first lot. There's only that lot, isn't there?
Excuse me, Tim. Can I help you?
So once I'm satisfied there's no lumps of marshmallows left.
Yep. He knows there's something ready. He was about to get up.
Johnny's wanting Tracy to get back at it. Baking. That's to do what I do, Tracy, and sit down for it for the duration. I couldn't do it if I'd got to stand up.
Johnny, you got enough money for some crash mats? You might need them. Well,
yeah, can do. Still a few lumps left, but I'll just keep. I'll let you put that fan on and all, if you don't mind.
That one's mine.
He's choosing his already.
That one.
No, I'd say.
Just a minute.
I'd say a couple of minutes, yeah. Yeah, just a minute. Hold your horses. Right. Come up nice, but they still seem a bit soft on top. So, this mixture now goes into your ooh. I only did 2 trays because I thought I might need it. So now, ooh,
Yeah. Oh. Come on. That's the way.
Next week, Tracy, I'm doing something very similar, but just with cornflakes instead of popcorn and Rice Krispies. Very, very similar. In fact, it's from Whitworth's. Hey, oh, I'm laughing, Johnny, but that's how I get around in my kitchen. On a chair. Office chair. Hiya, Tim.
Hello, Tim.
Hiya, Crypto.
I just sat down. Ding, 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 ding.
Shut up. They look better.
You think?
Yeah. I can smell them.
Alright, don't they?
Yeah. Just pass me that.
Which one? This one?
Uh-huh.
I'll turn it off now.
Yes. Because obviously this is a no-bake one. So now I'm going to put it in his tin. Oh, that's overspilling, that one is. Oops.
Hey, I need to. If you don't need it for a bit, do you?
No.
Because I'm a laboratory.
You're more sticky. It's my phone. I can't use me. If you remember, Johnny, hiya Brett, how are you? I've got a proper timer, but when it goes off, yeah, Biscuit goes ape shit. Like it don't like the loud noises, so I've had to revert to timer on my. Ooh, I'm sticking to everything. Trying to move this along so I can see, so you can see what I'm doing. Trying to press everything down into the tin. All we've got to do at end with this is some chocolate melted on the top. Now I've got this because I've seen somebody doing it on to squish it down a bit. But so yeah, that's the story behind that, Johnny. Yeah, I've got a proper timer and everything, but the minute it starts going off, Biscuit bolts upstairs. I mean, we thought at first that it were, you know, when Tracy's been baking with me, thought it would sound that the what's it made, but it weren't. We've narrowed it down to it with that timer that I've got. Right, stuck together me. Been bad, Jeanette, having wagon wheels, no replacement. So yeah, that's that. Done now. I'm gonna get all this sticky gooey. That's the popcorn. And obviously you've got to wait for marshmallow and everything to set, and then I've got some chocolate to drizzle over it top. Yes, yeah. I've got some milk chocolate tray to put on top. Now these, you make a buttercream. See why they're called thick? Because they're massive. I mean, even though they were rolled into balls, they've still like spread a little bit, and I've had them in the fridge all afternoon. But no matter what you do, you can't stop them from spreading. So I've just separated them. And while we're waiting for them to cool, I'm going to make the buttercream. Yeah, and that's why they're called thick Kinder cookies. But you may also make a Kinder buttercream, which is what I'm going to do now while they cool down. Trying to think where to put them where they'll cool. Ooh. So that's the popcorn. So we're now gonna go onto a buttercream, which goes on top of your cookies. Right. Still got my hands are still sticky. It's only trouble when you're using marshmallows and everything. They're very sticky. So this is 150 grams of butter. Oh. Now I'm going to see if I've solved the problem with my mixer, because it were like cutting out and everything, and I've put a new fuse in it, brand new fuse. So I'm going to mix this, but I have got a second mixer just in case. Mix this until it's soft. Well, it's already soft, but so you've got to beat it till it's soft and creamy. See you later, Amjad. Well, no problems just yet, she says. And this is 200 grams of icing sugar. You know when you've done in there, baby? Baby? You know when you've done in there, will you melt me this chocolate? Just do as you're told. So I'm just gonna, so I don't get this dust clad. obviously I've solved the problem because it was intermittently cutting out. So I've changed the fusers for a brand new fuse and it's not cut out once. So obviously it were a dodgy connection with the fuse. It's because I've got a spare lined up just in case.
Chocolate don't melt, Mama.
So yeah, the chocolate that Chris is melting now is going to be added to the icing. So and the chocolate that is melting at the moment is 75 grams of Kinder chocolate. There you go. You see, good thing about making these beforehand is I'm actually getting 2 lots because it only makes 9. So the second lot I'll bake off in the morning and whatever, you know what I mean? And then we've got 18 instead of 9.
Don't worry about these little crunchy bits, does it?
They mean crunchy little bits.
Them crunchy little bits.
And of course that's
Nutella
chocolate.
Yeah. Oh. So it's Nutella stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's not like melting normal chocolate, is it? So this is the 75 grams of Kinder chocolate going into the icing. And yes, I have got, made sure I've got some extra Kinder for the ones I'm making tomorrow. Now, when I pipe this onto the cookies, I haven't put a nozzle or anything in because it says you can either spoon it on or pipe it on. I'm just going to use a piping bag, but without any nozzle, if that makes any sense. I do need you to do something else, baby. But so that's, I don't know whether you can see it don't do it justice because it's like bright light, but it's like a chocolatey colour, obviously. But you know what I mean. So I'm going to leave that to one side. And when Chris is done, this is 70-80 grams of chocolate. This is for popcorn. So when he I don't know when else has gone there. So yeah, you see the thing is that mixer's calling me a liar, and because I've got a backup one just in case, it's been fine. So yeah, so I'll have a quick break, because everything's done now apart from piping the biscuits and melting the chocolate for the popcorn. So I thought, well, I'll have a quick licky end. Oh dear. I mean, this is the thing. Certain places where you go, there's always something that, how can I put it? Yeah, makes you titty to yourself when it's got a funny name. I mean, you know, when I first heard of wet wine, I thought, nah, that ain't a real place. But I know it is. So yeah, so you know, on your travels, you know, there's a lot of strange named places. But yeah, you know. That's no part nest. Crypto sent me a picture other day. They now do cum sauce. Yeah, I mean, when we went to Filey, we didn't actually go through it. We went past it. But you know, I thought at first that people were pulling my leg, but now I know it's true because I've been past it myself. But you see, when we went to Filey, we actually went past it, if you know what I mean. But it's chocolate extreme next week, Crypto, because I'm making M&M's cookie pie and something similar to this. Yeah, something similar to this popcorn one, but it's a cornflake one. There's Friday thought just before wet wine. Oh, isn't it before Thursday thought? Did you like that? Partner says there's Friday thought just before wet wine. I says, don't you mean it's before Thursday thought? Yeah, so it's M&M's cookie pie, and something similar to this, but it's a cornflake one. see, because not everybody likes popcorn, and I thought, well, you know, this is sort of on the, you know, you can cut it up and put it in your kids' lunch boxes. You know what I mean? And same with the cornflake one. So, partner stand answered me when I says, is it before Thursday, Thorpe? I was just trying to make a joke. That's all, partner. You know, when you said Friday, Thorpe. You know, is it before Thursday, Thorpe? Or after Thursday, Thorpe? To be exact. You know, when you get a minute, baby, can you... I mean, you probably have to put it... Can you melt with them?
More?
It's only to put on this popcorn thing. Yes, please. What? The M&M's cookie pie or the cornflake?
Biscuit. Get
so,
in your
yeah.
bed. There. Can't get out, you fanny.
You see, same as I say, not a lot of kids like popcorn. So I thought, well, I'll do something similar, but a cornflake one.
I've got to put it in a different bowl, haven't I?
Yeah. But 350 grams of M&Ms. It's a lot of M&Ms. Now, I've seen on YouTube and on Facebook, I've seen a lot of these cookie pies and these great big thick things. Now, that somehow don't float me boat. You know what I mean? Even though if you cut it in a little thing, it's like that thick. And I thought, no, that's not for me. But where are they gone now? Don't tell me they fell on the floor. There should be another one somewhere. I don't know where it's gone. Baby! You know, in the bottom drawer, my drawers, there's some, in a plastic Ziploc bag, there's some, I did bring two, but I don't know where the other one's gone. Oh, it doesn't matter. I've got it. If I can get to it. I knew I'd got two out. See, I want one for the buttercream and the other for the chocolate. Because it flows a lot easier when you put it in a... So yeah, this has cooled down quite well. I'm going to do this first. And that's that out of the way. It's just a case of just drizzling chocolate over the top of it. No, you're not allowed, Tim. You're not for men. Hey?
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. You're right.
You want a glass?
Oh, you're all right. You can. See, we know what each other's thinking, you see, Crypto. So, yeah, all I'm going to do is snip end off and just drizzle it. Oh, it's a bit hot. Hot, hot, hot. Oh, it's a bit hot. Hi, Gary.
Gary!
It's not coming out. I might have to snip it a bit more. No, it's not having it, baby. See?
Huh?
It's not having it.
Oh, no.
No. Supposed to pipe it on, by the way, folks, but piping bag wasn't playing ball. But hey ho, not to worry. What they say about best laid plans and all.
Hello, Joel.
Hi, Joel. How are you? Oh well, don't look too shabby. No idea, not seen him tonight, Gary. So yeah, it's supposed to be piped on, but hey ho.
It's putting on. I think Richard's in.
I haven't seen Richard either.
Must have been background.
Probably. I'm going. I've got covered in chocolate. It's a gravy bath going cold. I like that one, Crypto. Now this one's better. This one's doing it as it's supposed to. just to finish them off. Thank you very much, Crypto. And just to finish them off, I've got some bits of chopped up Kinder chocolate. Just to finish the... Thank you, Tim. And they'll be a bit better once buttercream's set a bit. No, I've been to bed since then, unfortunately, part nest. And that's your lot, folks. They are thick Kinder cookies with a Kinder buttercream and topped with pieces of Kinder chocolate. Yeah, the popcorn thing didn't go as planned. You can nap off and all. But you get the drift. It's still got chocolate on top. But I wanted to pipe it on, you see, and make it look all fancy. But obviously, so put them to one side. Oh, pardon me. Thank you, Johnny. He's called Jonathan then. Johnny. But yeah, the thing that I'm making next week is virtually same as this, but it's cornflakes instead of popcorn. And Rice Krispies, obviously. Right. I'm just going to put the link in for anybody that wants to join me for the last quarter of an hour. So there you go. All done and dusted. But it's very, I mean, like, Callum kept saying to me, what you making tonight, what you making tonight? And I says, I've told you about 6 million times, Kinder cookies and popcorn, caramel popcorn bars. And I says, I've even, what I'm making next week. It's giving you plenty of time to get up here, Crypto, because I'm making some, obviously the dough that I've made tonight, I'll be, cooking them tomorrow. And obviously decorating and everything, but, what? Word? Smack 'em with a ruler, Crypto. What you on about?
I so wish my house could grab out the screen. If you read Crypto's comment,
Yeah, I know. I read it.
I was smacking with a ruler.
I would, but don't want to set the ladies off in repair. Hey up, Johnny. You know what I mean? It's yeah. You're not showing anything, are you? If you know what I mean. Well, that's the thing. We'll be watching out if I don't plug that in. Charger.
You know, I use which ruler? Nothing.
I think he's trying to deter you, that's all, Crypto. Okie dokie then, Johnny, no worries. I'll leave it up there and I'll leave it till about past, and if nobody's coming up then, yeah, that'll be it. But, you see, that's the reason, another as well, is why I left the dough in the bowl, because it's got to be in the fridge for 2 hours. And this afternoon, Chris were moaning that there weren't any room in the fridge, with there being two cookie things. Hey, we played that last Thursday on Richards. Yeah, so that's hence the reason why I've left it in the bowl, because it's easier to find space for just that one thing than like two cookie things. Still moaning about it. But yeah, so I'll cut them bars up in the morning when I'm doing me. You see, at least they're already mixed up, and it's just a case of pouring them on a cookie sheet, put them in oven, and that's it. And then like go through what's making icing up again. This was the thing this afternoon. Callum always comes down and he'll say, "Is there oat left over?" So I says to Chris, I says, when Callum comes down, because I know he always does, I says, he can have that popcorn that's left, he can have the marshmallows that's left. I says, but tell him not to touch that Kinder chocolate. So there you go. So he had his orders that he went to touch that chocolate. Well, he's joining me. Leave it till about 10:30, and then if nobody's coming up, then I'll bugger off. Because another thing, the reason why I made the dough not just for the fact that it's got to be in the fridge for 2 hours, but I thought, well, 9 cookies, it's neither here nor there, is it? So at least they've got like double bubble, if you know what I mean. Hey, we've got chocolate.
Hey,
Hello.
what?
How you doing, Jeanette? You all right?
Yeah, not too bad.
Oh, hang on. Let me take that off. That's it. Fucking echoing, man.
You have to mute you.
Oh,
Bloody hell, there's only have
Oh,
enough
I've
to
been
do one
it's on weekend.
in near my 20.
No, it's yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, God. And we've got Port Nest as well. Look
Not
at-
only, but also,
Oh, God.
yeah, you can tell I'm at home.
Oh. Yeah.
So just popping out YouTube chat. Pop out the YouTube chat.
But yeah, Chris has already
Different
mapped
camera
out.
angle as well.
Chris has already mapped out which cookies he's having, the biggest ones. You know.
Oh, that's better.
So,
You know, my voice is a bit like him.
don't get not just Stuart for your voices.
Oh, I watched them every fucking day with Kathleen. Nah, I've got to get the doctor. I've been proper ragging all weekend, Jeanette. My arm,
Get some of them gloves, Stuart.
Yeah,
I had to put mine on last night because I tell you what, my little finger, it starts twitching and all.
Yeah, mine does.
And I get the pain all down my little finger and all down here to my wrist.
Comes down there, mine.
Yeah.
Mine go all the way through it.
It's like pins and needles.
No, it's just like it's pain.
Old age.
But it's pain. I thought at first it wouldn't be arthritis, but it like goes from there. I've got get pain all in my little finger, but it all goes down.
It's not chocolate crypto.
Yeah,
malt
mine
loaf.
does that. And I get spasm. I want a doctor's tomorrow.
And into my wrist. Now I was telling Stuart about them arthritis gloves that I have, and you imagine you lay in bed and you know your finger, your little finger is absolutely killing you, and you know when you put these gloves on, it makes them throb.
Yeah.
Because it's radiating to the pain, if you know what I mean, where you need them.
Yeah.
But that throbbing soon goes away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as daft as it seems,
That's what
you
she
know,
said.
wearing gloves in bed, but you know what I mean? It's needs must, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I've got a doctor tomorrow. I said to Kathleen, you're going to come with me.
Well, I ain't been.
Why is that? I said, well, tell this quack what you'll see me there when I'm struggling upstairs, I'm struggling down the bloody... They don't know. It's a big idiot, this doctor, right?
That's it. But you see, good thing about me, Stuart, is I've got like an adult social worker because of my disability. And she's, you know, she's had me going upstairs, she's had me sitting on the toilet, you know, I struggle, you know, getting up off it toilet and, you know, I struggle getting into bed and, you know, so she basically knows everything that I struggle with. Johnny's put gloves in bed kinky. It might sound it, Johnny, but God, you know what I mean?
The bloody work.
The finger, I told Stuart about them other day, Johnny, and them arthritis gloves that I've got and the fingerless, so it don't stop you from doing anything. It just eases the pain that you're getting. And you know.
Yeah, I've seen them tonight. Hey, I'll tell you what, they've got black, grey.
They've got all colours.
Yeah.
You see, I just got the pink because obviously, you know, I'm a lady.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're on my bedside cabinet, and if I feel like after Tuesday's baking, you know, my hands is killing me.
Oh yeah.
And I just after Chris has put some cream on at night, so that I'll just sell cream. I put them on.
Yeah, I've got that cream. But it don't seem to fucking work for me, that twat.
But I mean, it sort of works for me, but it don't last very long.
No,
That's
it don't
the
do it.
problem with it.
That's the only thing with it. I think it lasts about an hour, 45 minutes, and about that's it.
But yeah, I mean, they're not break banks, do it. They're only about £5 something.
Yeah, I think I think it was £5.99 or something.
Yeah, I mean, that's nowhere. To say that, I can't say you're going to get comfort from them, but it eases the pain. It eases the pain. If you've been having a lot of pain with your hands, it eases it. Now, same as I said to you other night, the only downside is obviously the gloves.
Yeah.
So when it's warm, they make
your hands sweat. Yeah.
And Chris had the same problem because he bought an elbow thing, like a thing for his elbow. And that were a compression thing for his elbow. He says, "Oh, I can't wear this for long." He says, "It makes me sweat."
Yeah, it's not that. Oh, you get like a bloody rash, don't you? And everything you get all these things right tight, and it's right tight. I can't wear them. Mate.
Well, that's the point of it, Stuart. Hi, Tommy. Better late than never.
Hi, Tommy.
The thing is, if you're getting relief from the pain, it don't matter.
Well, that's it. That's it.
You know what I mean? They don't matter. I think. You know what I think? I think sod it. They might think probably, oh, she's a kinky bitch, wearing gloves in bed. I couldn't give a
shit
what people think.
Well, that's it.
You know what I mean? All I know is it's easing the pain.
Yeah. Oh,
that's all that matters, isn't it?
Well, that's it. That's it.
It's doing something beneficial, so
that's it. I mean, the compression gloves, and they're specifically for arthritis in your hands. And this is the thing. I could get stuff what people think. But
right. I'm gonna phone Dr. Morgan up. Are you gonna come with me? Because I need to get this sorted out once and for all. And see if this quack knows what you're about. Because they're gonna be bullshit. And it's $20 pieces.
Hey, see, Tracy sent me some pictures of her ankle. I reckon she's broke it again.
Won't surprise me with her.
Again?
See that?
She didn't have bad luck. She wouldn't have any luck at all.
Honest to God, Jeanette, she's had problems with that ankle since...
Yeah, since she broke it.
No, since she went away, her and Kathleen, a good few years ago, and they were down there, Greyhound pub. It's like a bit of open space with a big bollard, the big figure. And it's like
yeah.
And she fell over there all them years ago on the same ankle. Just because she wanted to piss, because bloody pub was shut.
But the thing is, I mean, the pictures that she sent me, Stuart, it's really, really swollen, like she's broke it again.
It won't surprise me.
Yeah, we're off to doctors, Johnny, because there's something not right there. Because she sent me some pictures, and doesn't look right at all. She says it was that swollen, she couldn't get her trainers on or anything.
Well, that's why she get a doctor to get it sorted. Get a pot on. That's what I probably need. Because
what she said was when she trapped her thumb in door, she stepped back and she went over on it. Now once you've broken it,
that's it.
It weakens it, doesn't it? So she could have broke it again.
Yeah. Or she could have badly sprained it, or badly, muscled in it.
Yeah.
I mean, mine pissing out like that. I mean, I'm in constant agony or pain every day of the week in my leg. And I thought, well, I'm not going to cry about it. Just get on with it.
That's it.
You've got to go around the pain. But then you've got a quacky doctor. So you've got diabetes and you've got a fucked up arm.
Partners can rubber make the... I think she's on about rubber gloves. Johnny says, wear gloves, no sparks, lol, setting bed on fire. But yeah.
Yeah, but look at it. Look.
So do
I
you
know
go
a
down
good way
to,
of helping people stop smoking in bed.
can you, do you go down to thing most weekends now then?
Well, I'll sort of go, you know, a week or two at a time.
Oh.
But, you know, it depends on other things. I've had to come home because I'm supposed to have a gas check done, you know, boiler.
Oh yeah, gas safety check.
So I've got to be here for that. Yeah, gas safety check. That's it. Yeah, they were supposed to come today, but it didn't turn up. So I'm still here. Otherwise, they've been at caravan tonight.
What were I going to say? Oh yeah, Chris has got physio tomorrow with his elbow and his shoulder.
Oh,
I've been for my boost juice today, so she says.
hello.
Hi,
Hello.
she says, "What? While you're here?" And I went, "Hey, why aren't you going to like this?" When she says, "While you're here," so she says, "Well, you've got some blood tests due in June." So she says, "I'm just saving you time coming back." So vampires has been at it again. Blood, yeah.
No, my mum would say, though, give it a needle arm, that's it. And I'm coming up black and blue.
This is the thing. This is the thing, Stuart. This gal that takes me blood, she's training to be a phlebotomist.
Oh, yeah.
Now, originally, she worked in our chemist, but she's like, she does everything. And she does, you know,
Yeah.
I think what it is because others have trouble getting me blood. They say she gets short straw, you see.
Yeah.
But first time today.
Bloody hell.
So, you know, it was first time. She got it first time today.
Oh, well.
Oh, I had to have my blood pressure checked as well. Blood pressure check and some blood tests. I'm not kidding you. Now you're going to laugh at this. She says, I'm going to give you a thing. She says, can you do a first morning sample of your urine?
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. It's only about as thick as my little finger.
Just checking the piss.
I says to Chris, honest to God, I've took it upstairs, and I says to Chris, Sarah, am I supposed to piss in that? And it's only like a little tube about as thick as my little finger.
Well, it's like when you got to take a fucking shit sample. They want you to take your shit, scoop out the toilet, and fuck off.
But same as I said, because Chris says, well, he says, you could always use a jug. We've got a jug upstairs what we wash his hair and whatever in. So Chris says, piss in that jug. I says, even with that, I says, it's going to be a struggle going it in that tube.
Yeah. I know. Get off it.
I says to her, I says, what's that for? So she says, just to make sure, she says, we're being on blood pressure tablets, that it's not affecting your kidneys and your liver and whatever.
Oh, like that, yeah.
So I says to her, I says, well, I didn't say piss, but I says, put it this way, I says, I don't have no problem pissing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Everything's normal in that department, you know what I mean? But yeah, honest to God, it's about as thick as my little finger. Even with a jug, you're going to spill it all off its sides, and then you're going to get it all over your hands and everywhere.
Pissy hands. You know when you've got water infections. You know when your water's not right.
But yeah, she says, because I says to him, I says, well, that's unusual. I says, I haven't had to do that for years.
I know.
And she says, well, you're on blood pressure tablets, aren't you? I says, yeah, only 5 micrograms. She says, oh, they just want to be on cautious side, she says, and check that it's not affecting your kidneys and your liver.
No, I don't know where Richard is tonight, Jeanette. I haven't seen him all, even on chat.
Probably fell asleep.
I know he's been doing train things today. Watching his trains. He's been watching his trains today.
Ah, yeah.
I mean, John. I seen him earlier. I was on a train thing and they were watching trains when he fell asleep and all. I don't know. And then Johnny were watching him.
Ooh. It's all right. I'm just reading the message what Gary sent me.
You want my
Because they
shit?
were asking if our Callum played FIFA on his PlayStation.
Oh yeah. I'll give up playing paper years ago.
I can't play none of them. You know, my bag is about them ping pong things.
Oh yeah. And ping pong. Yeah. I played a lot of Xbox One with mate, and after they came, I mean, they got people 22 out, and as well, they've gone back to 1990s. We had a corner ball, you got blue arrows sticking up like this, and ball. I thought, oh, I'm not going back. I'm not going back to that shit. I was trying to put, you want my shit and piss. I'll be box of shorts or on fortnightly. Hello.
Yeah, that's that thing I'm making next week. It's like exactly the same as today, but it's just cornflakes. Yeah.
That's nice, huh? What size are they tonight, Jeanette? Just to pick
You see, same as I said to Chris, not a lot of people like popcorn, so because it's aimed at kids, really. You know, cut a slice and.
Well, popcorn, it's all bloody cinema crap, innit? You've got cinema, you can bowl of popcorn to watch film.
It's other thing what I'm making.
Oh, that looks nice.
M&M's cookie pie.
Oh, that looks nice.
You see, all cookie pies, because I've wanted to make something similar for quite a while, but they're all these great big thick things.
Yeah, that's it. Well, Catherine says
That's ideal.
Catherine says the other day to me, she might start baking. You baking? Yeah, all right. Take it for a week. You got what Jeanette said half an hour after you.
Eh?
Just forget what you says. How much to put in, so you put more than what you're supposed to put in her. Baking. I like to see it.
Sinclair ZX Spectrum. Tim sent me.
That's what I used to have back in the day.
Aye.
Tim sent me a picture.
Oh.
That's what we're laughing at. Oh dear.
See the spectrums in.
That's not a wig, is it? Though?
That's what I used to have in 1984.
Yeah, that's how well them like. Well, I did, mate did. But tape record stuck at the side of it. Got no bloody games on the bloody thing. Anyway,
I've still got mine. I've still got a +2.
Bloody hell! Yeah, tell you what, the works on one of that a few years time.
It was great back in the day.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, yeah.
What's he done, Crypto? Has he just brushed all his hair forward? It's not a wig. You tell it's not a wig.
I go on emulator.
But
what's weather been like over there? Been shit over here today, weather.
Pissed it all down all night, and it's been on and off all day.
Yeah, man. It's been sunny, on and off, pissing down all last night. Didn't stop. I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning, it was still pissing down. I thought, fucking hell, it's all it ever does. It's supposed to be summertime, for Christ's sake.
It kept me awake most at night because with our roof being flat, you know, when it
Yeah,
rains,
you get that. Yeah.
it absolutely,
Vibrates.
it like, it makes it sound a lot worse than what it is.
That's the only thing about them.
You know, it's the flat roof, even though we're sort of like we've got, you know, things back and front, you know, guttering and everything. But when it's bouncing, it's down. It's like literally.
Oh yeah.
Roof. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like me.
Bria says I need a new mop. She's on about Tim's picture.
Sound like me over there, Jeanette, when it's really bad winds. You know, like when it's...
Hey up, this is the thing. You know when I talk about twatibolic down here?
Oh, yeah.
Kevin.
Well, in weeks... Let me just undo this because it's going on my nerves. For weeks, we haven't seen his car, right? And so I says to Chris, Chris says, I wonder if he's gone on holiday. So we were coming, where did I go? We went to Specsavers that way on Thursday. When we came back on Thursday, we just pulled up because Chris, nobody, we've been parked in that end spot now for weeks. Well, Chris says anyway. But Chris says, I wonder if he's gone on holiday. Well, when we come back from Specsavers the other day, there was art in the back garden. So I went, that's answered your question. I says, no, they're not on holiday. Now, Chris mentioned it to Aaron, which we call Pallet Man. And apparently, they told his missus that his daughter's got it down in Cornwall because his daughter lives down in Cornwall. And when they want to go on holiday, she comes all the way from Cornwall to take them back down to Cornwall. Now, how believable is that?
Yeah, exactly.
And I says to Chris, I says, "Tin't beyond the realms that he's got to an age where they won't let him drive."
Well, yeah.
And they've probably took it off him.
Probably, yeah.
And he says, I'm just telling you what Aaron's missus told me. I says, they probably just told him that just to shut him up, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. So...
Why would you not come up from Cornwall to take you back down to Cornwall?
That's what Chris said. He says, well, why don't he just drive down to Cornwall and drive back?
Exactly.
Rather than her having his car and coming all the way from Cornwall to pick him up and missus to take him back down there.
And bring him back.
It's not believable.
No, it's not. Catch a bloody train.
But yeah. But yeah, so I says to Chris, I says, more likely he's probably got to that age where they won't let him drive anymore.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
And because they don't let him drive anymore, he's had to send it back. Because I think that were mobility car and all. Don't think it was his own. So it's going in for third week now since it's not been there. I says to Chris, Chris says, he must have fuck off down Cornwall and go and live down there. But, you know, I mean, we not be shedding any tears.
That's probably what happened. No, you'd be jumping for joy.
I know. I mean, it's we ain't got that added. Chris always gets in that spot because everybody here knows that I'm disabled.
Yeah.
So he's parked in that end spot.
I want to answer Tommy's comment.
Was it a 2?
Tommy, it was the +2 and the +2A that had the built-in cassette. +3 had a 3-inch disc drive. I nearly bought a +3. Ended up getting a PC instead.
Yeah, that's probably it, Gary. That's where I said to Chris, I says probably doctors have deemed him unfit to drive.
Yeah, and I got rid of his car.
Yeah, might have had to surrender his license.
I mean, and if he's surrendered his license,
give up his
it's no
license.
good to him, is it? So yeah.
Yeah, I think sometimes it gets that bloody age of life. And
But yeah, I mean that story that he told Pallet's man's missus.
Yeah.
I went, now if you believe that, you'll believe anything.
Exactly. Well, look at Paul Johnny.
I mean, from Cornwall up here, you're talking probably at least 4 or 5 hours drive.
Yes.
So they're going to drive 5 hours up here, pick them up, and then take them 5 hours back.
Well, from here, from Doncaster to Cornwall, I think it's 4 hours and 45 minutes.
I know it's at least 4 hours.
4 hours, yeah.
That's clean, by the way.
Right?
That's clean for them tomorrow.
Oh,
It's this one here that I've used. But yeah, and I says, well, you know, not being funny, but Pallet Man's missus, you know, any easy explanation and she believe it. But you know what I mean? I said, yeah, it don't wash for me. That
Well, I mean, it's like Johnny. They gave him a car, a mobility, had it the first 3 years, got another one, had it 3 years, and next week went to pack another one and took it off him. I thought, why you can't take it off you?
That's it. But anyway, same as I say, we're not spilling
tears.
You know, we're not shedding any tears over it. Can't you know,
jumping for joy.
Jump. But anyway, but yeah, it you know, you can't moan about folks where they park or you know, or whatever now. So, that's all I can say. He actually spoke to Chris the other day.
Oh, the self-proclaimed parking police.
But this is the way it should be. You know, the allocated parking spots are for people that live in this row, not him that lives over there.
Exactly. And
all he used to do it for was just to save himself, because it is allocated parking spot is up on main road. But it's only like 5 minutes down a footpath. You know, and
isn't it like residence parking?
Well, no, not really, because you see, there's 5 houses here, so here there's 5 parking spaces. Now, there's not an allocated parking space for each house, if you know what I mean. They just, you know, it's first come, first served kind of thing. So, you know.
Might park it where you want. Park at grass if you have to.
I think when I come, I didn't park in any of them parking spaces. I just parked to left as you come up. Well,
this is it. I mean, there's some parking spaces up top as well. Now, I don't know exactly where they fall. You know what I mean? There's some parking spaces up top. But, you know what I mean? More often than not, if there's not any parking spaces, Chris will park in semicircle. Because obviously it's a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's you know,
park where you bloody want.
This is the thing. I mean, it's you know, the story that he's told here is so you know, unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like I've got a guy here that lives 2 doors away from me. Come to last year, he went, yeah, we said, what? He went, you know your mate that comes? I went, yeah. Comes in the car, I went, yeah, what about him? He went, tell him we can't park an after next week. I said, who says that like? He went, council. I went, what do you mean council? I said, I got a letter. I said, you got? I said, I haven't got no letter, mate. And it's so flat. I went, look, mate, I said, there's no letter come to my house and you can't park outside my door or on the grass. He went, oh, no, I've got one. I said, well, show me then. Oh, I can't find it. I went, oh, yeah, full of
Yeah,
shit.
right.
Yeah, you can't find it.
The other one, it's got bells on.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still, I mean,
So you call them out on it.
yeah. I mean, well, I'm not at the parking thing, say my mate comes in. I mean, because my road comes in, when it comes in road, you've got a little bit of a turn around here at the top, and that is it. So
You see, even though this 5 parking spaces here, Ivy next door, she obviously don't drive, but her daughter comes and sees her.
Yeah, that's it.
And I says to Chris, I says, by rights, people that know that a daughter comes to see her and that Ivy's can't walk very well, she don't want to be walking miles to a daughter's car.
No, you won't. No. That's what I tell you when it comes to just park on grass, mate, you're all right. Get up grass. Outside my door.
You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? It's you know, some inconsiderate people. I mean, it's like that Aaron that we call Pallet Man. He turned round to Chris one day and he says, yeah, he says, I always park it semicircle. He says, out of respect. Yeah, he parks there.
Exactly.
So he's telling Chris one thing and then, you know, doing exactly the opposite.
Opposite. Part where you bloody want. The bloody Amazon van comes to my grass. Icing van comes to grass.
They must have sorted Ivy's smoke alarm out because we haven't heard it since.
Oh, that's good then. Might be a better smoke alarm now.
Same as they say, I don't know what we're going off with. It were.
Oh, the dodgy smoke alarm. I mean, it's not that. I mean, I've had 4 in my house in past 2.5 years. And these ones now got here a better.
Oh no, I sold it. I sold it last year, Tim.
What? But
No, Richard.
no, probably. That's what I said.
I think those are good hats when you're drunk. Yeah, I believe that. I can only stuck on my head. Going that road, you know, if you get it stuck, I've had it stuck here. I can make to pull off my pissing head. Go that street with big traffic code.
That speaks volumes as to why you're bald, then, Stuart.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Cone stuck on your head.
Yeah, that's part of it. Younger days, then just wearing hats. Take after old man.
Yeah. But I mean, Chris Roney said, because obviously Chris took me up to doctors today, and we've got like Premier shop. So he says, I'm not going down to after because all we needed were a loaf of bread. We parked up in Premier shop, and he says, apparently, he says there's a road down here called Samuel Road, and he says apparently it's very dodgy, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
And he says I'm glad we live where we live because it's out of way. It's a hop, skip and a jump to town centre. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's a little cul-de-sac. You know what I mean?
I mean, bloody hell. I mean, I think it took us, when I come to your house, I think it only took us about 10 minutes.
Oh, that's happened to me. I've stopped by something I've seen on side at road, and it's ended up in my car.
Oh, my God.
Tins of tuna, £7 or season tickets, £900.
Yeah, no, £900 tickets.
Be up shit creek without a paddle, Stuart. I tell you that now.
I know.
They haven't been able to pay the wages in full since April.
Oh, yeah, I know, yeah. I know. I've heard about that.
There might be a Wall City club like yours, so.
Well,
But this is what Chris said. They were all taking piss out of Rose when they lost at Wembley.
yeah.
You know, what goes around comes around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, calm as a bitch, as Chris has just said.
Yeah.
They might even go into administration if they can't afford to pay them the wages.
Good.
I can see a transfer embargo and
Three.
a 12-point deduction.
Three transfer embargoes.
Oh.
But it turned around and says it was trying to raise the funds from elsewhere.
Yeah, right. Was the transfer there funds from elsewhere?
I'm going to say, is he robbing Peter to pay Paul?
Oh, well, yeah, that's it.
Pay somebody else's their wages to pay them at Wendy's.
I'm looking at bloody Lee's season tickets. How much have gone up to now? The war. £500 in championship. They've got £800 in premiership.
Yeah.
A day ticket, they pay £46 for it. It's gone from £46 to £76.
Bloody hell.
But it's premiership, isn't it?
Cost Leeds, because they've got
Premier League.
Premier League, yeah. Premier League.
Premiership.
Yeah.
Say it right, Premiership.
The same as
Premiership,
Chris said, you know what I mean? He's been laughing ever since. And he says that, they took piss after us when we didn't win at Wembley and because we didn't go up and whatever. So, yeah, what goes around comes around.
Yeah, fuck them. Oh, you'll give up your dirty leads, Gary.
But the thing is, Man City might be following them.
Yeah.
they might be in League One.
That would be humiliating, wouldn't it, for Man City?
Hey, they want to get if they get them out to their 115 charges, they want to do what they did to Rangers and demote them to League Two.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Yeah. But this is the thing. If they'd done everything up and above board like rest of teams do, then there wouldn't be a problem.
Oh, that's it.
They've been.
I wonder if this is why they play crap this year. This Man City, why they play crap this year, and De Bruyne is leaving because they know what's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You break the law, you deserve to get punished for it.
Oh, that's it. I mean, it's all that Leeds about 4 or 5 years ago, 6
You
years
get
ago.
caught breaking the law.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Chelsea had the same thing, but not to the extent that
Where they got
Man City have.
That was that Bramovich. We had to say with bloody what's his name?
But yeah, you know what I mean. You've got. How can I put it? You've got to pay the consequences of your wrongdoings.
Oh yeah, of course you are. I mean, I know bloody transfer windows open now for about, I think it's 15 days. And
Yeah, I'm pretty complaining and all.
why?
You know, Emmerdale on tonight because of bloody football.
Oh, Euro, wasn't it? Women's.
It was women's.
Yeah. I can't
I don't
watch
know
it.
what how they went on. They were playing Spain or something, weren't they?
They lost 2-1.
Did they? Oh.
Yeah.
Huh?
Women's lost 2-1 to Spain.
Oh, that don't surprise me. About as good as
I don't
English
watch
people.
women's. I
But
think
anyway,
the
I turned it over, expecting to see Emmerdale on, and I says, "Bloody football!"
yeah, I know. You're going to get it for this couple of weeks, I think, that now. I think it's on qualifying stages and all that shit. Man.
I know, I know season's finished, but God, couldn't they put it on a different, ITV2 or something?
Oh, yeah. That's it, isn't it? That'll piss you off when they put it on ITV1, don't they? BBC. I think we've got a few internationals this season.
Jeanette loves Sam Dingle.
Hey, don't slag Sam Dingle off. He makes me laugh, him.
We tried to say I'm simple.
Simple, isn't it? Simple Sam.
Yeah. But I set the bar a bit higher than Sam Dingle, Gary.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm thinking about giving him a fucking turn.
His mates were kicking it to get it off. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to call it a night, and I'll see you all on Thursday on Richards.
You will.
So
Yeah.
I'll see you later, folks.
Probably back at Caravan by then.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh, stop. I'll play a bit with
Bye.
All right.